ESPN has announced that they are exploring, quote unquote, an A-RODcast. Now, this I think is interesting. So what they do, where this comes from, is Monday Night Football. They do on ESPN2 what they is. I don't think this is the technical term for it, but what people started calling it is the Manningcast or Manning Night Football.
Yeah.
Where Eli and Peyton Manning, they sit at their houses doing a remote broadcast and they just talk about the game. It's like watching the game with the Mannings, right? And
It's
I've
pretty
watched some
cool.
clips. Yeah, it is. I don't actually watch Monday Night Football just because ain't nobody got time for that, and we're doing this instead. But the clips that I've seen, I love it because I love the Mannings. First off, like who doesn't? But it's a ton of fun. But what they're doing is they're going to have Alex Rodriguez and Michael Kay do Sunday Night Baseball. First things first with this, Brig. Is this good or bad idea? What do you think?
Well, I think the representative opinion of the demographic of fans is that what a great way to get A-Rod out of the mainstream. And lots of people are saying they would rather listen to Joe Buck than A-Rod.
Says something about
a
A-Rod in the
huge
court of
deal.
public opinion.
But I don't know. I don't know. I like Michael Kay, obviously. I love Michael Kay. He does a great job. I've been listening to him call games for years. And I think A-Rod is a terrific analyst. I've said that a million times. I think he does a great job delivering insider baseball information to people that otherwise wouldn't understand. And somehow the way he does it is fluid and easy to get a hold of. It's easily chewable. Easily chewable. It's for show back. There we go.
Something like that.
And we're anyway. That's
Tender,
what
let's say that.
Yeah, it's not such a big deal. I think it could be a great alternative.
I think it'll be really good because I like to listen to A-Rod. It is funny though because people absolutely like shred him on the internet for some of the stuff he says. And what it is he deals in cliches, but he uses them in a way that people aren't used to, like with the way he talks about things. Like I remember specifically there was one, somebody just drove a ball right up the middle, just hit it hard between second base and the second baseman, and it just dropped right on the grass for a single. And he goes, "That's a good piece of hitting. No exit velo, no launch angle, whatever." He's like, "Just a good piece of hitting." And people are like, "Well, of course there was exit velo and launch angle. There's that on every single pitch." It's like, that's not what he's talking about. He's talking about just straight up hitting, not worrying about the barrel of the bat, just putting the barrel of the bat on the ball and putting it where they ain't, right? Like people kill him for stuff like that. And it makes me crazy because he's actually making a really good point that like this dude's just trying to hit the ball and he did a really good job there doing it, you know? So I'm going to watch it. Like that's the version of baseball I'm going to watch on Sunday nights because I like that kind of stuff. I like when he's breaking down a guy's swing. He was talking about Cody Bellinger's struggles earlier this year. He swung and his helmet fell off. He's like, that means his head's not in the right spot when he's trying to hit the ball. That's why he can't hit it.
Right. He's off balance,
stuff like that. Like we see guys swinging, their helmets fall off all the time. It's like, man, he really swung out of his hat on that one, but there's a reason for it. And he gave us that reason. So I don't know. I like it. I like it.
I agree.
I think it'll be good.
I totally agree. Not that I don't like the other broadcasters. They do a great job. But I like, now we have two, what I think are going to be good choices.
Yeah. I am a little confused why it's Michael Kay out of everybody available.
I don't know anything about why it would be Michael Kay.
It doesn't make any sense to me because I don't know that he has any affiliate with ESPN besides maybe having a show on an ESPN affiliate in New York, something like that. Because they have people in the bullpen they could bring in, right? Like, what if it was a straight Manningcast type thing and it was A-Rod and Jessica Mendoza? I know that they would probably, there would be a lot of people who straight up say, like, I'm not watching those two. But
no,
at the same
they
time,
would never watch that.
I don't know, but they have other people. They have other people available.
Well, so what I would like to see,
Michael Kay.
Yeah, what I would like to see is a players only broadcast team where it's like, get me Big Papi and Pedro, or get me and cycle it out every week so that it's a new combo of buddies doing a different show every week, or maybe they do a month. Maybe it's the month of the former Yankees players, and then it's a month of whatever. I don't know. But if you did a handful of games, you could go through each ball club have representatives of former players that are articulate, that understand the game, all that kind of stuff. And I think you could find people with experience in the booth, behind the microphone, like A-Rod, like Poppy, like the Big Hurt, Frank Thomas, for those of you who are new. You could get that kind of experience doing that kind of call, and I think it'd be great, man.
It would be really good. Well, TNT had TNT, the NBA on TNT. Anyway, they do something like that. They call it, I think they call it Players Night.
Cool.
Or Players Only Night, where in the studio they have all former players running the studio show.
That's awesome.
And it's cool. It's fun. It's
yes.
like I can't remember who all they have on there, but yeah, like the hosts all step out, like the TV guys, they all step out. It's all former players, men and women, NBA, WNBA, and they're in there talking basketball, and it's awesome because that's who you want to hear about this stuff from. You don't want to hear from.
Yes.
We appreciate you listening, but you probably don't want to hear from us when you have that other option, right?
Not when Frank Thomas is talking about hitting. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Or Poppy, his bigness.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, yeah, I totally agree with you. The other thing I think would be cool, though, do you remember when Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson fought and Snoop Dogg was doing the commentary?
Oh, yeah.
I think if you got the right dynamic, you got the right combination of people together, and maybe that's the answer. Maybe the answer is that the color commentators are the players, but the main play-by-play person is a celebrity with a huge crush on baseball, right? So you bring in Bill Murray, and he's in charge of calling all the Cubs. He's sitting in the booth with all the former Cubs players who are in on this, and they are bantering and making jokes the whole time. Now that is $1 million idea, ESPN.
That's a really good idea. I like that. I don't know that Bill Murray necessarily wants to work that hard, but no, it would work. But they did try that on Monday Night Football though with Dennis Miller, but Dennis Miller was the color guy. He wasn't the main play-by-play guy, right. So I don't know, but it's an idea, but I will say this, Michael K is plenty funny. So there could be some level of support with that.
Yeah.
But that all being said, they do have to replace A-Rod in the main booth. And do you know who they're replacing him with?
No.
David Cohn.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. He's good. He's really good.
Really good.
He might actually be a better guy to have in A-Rod's spot for the A-RODcast than A-Rod.
Yeah.
Because he'll bring a level of the irreverent with like the comedy and the really, really good baseball stuff.
And it's sly. His irreverence, his innuendo, and the jokes, you're just not sure half the time. And sometimes it's so dry, he'll go, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know how intelligent David Cohn is, you haven't been listening to any of the broadcasts he participates on with Yes, but also you've probably not listened to or read his book, Full Count, which is superb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really good.
Anyway,
yeah. So some changes coming with ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. I hope it's for the better because ESPN could use that on Sunday night with baseball.